first of all, we are here not teaching you about Google Cloud. We are here for give you an overview of what we will be doing and for some example labs. Okay. So this is the deck link. So we'll be sending this presentation. We'll be sending the link of this presentation through your mail. You will be get this bit.ly link in your mail. When you click this link, you will be getting all the details we have mentioned in the program or in the event today. Okay. So now let's go to the next point. So first of all, congratulations for completing the milestones. So first of all, congratulations Abhishek Mahakur and Riya De. Congratulations Abhishek and Riya for completing the second milestone in such an early stage, and also Tayan Sinha, Muhammad Ikuram Ansari, Harshit Goyal and Shubham Trivedi for completing the first milestone. Congratulations guys, you have showed so much dedication, and everyone who haven't completed any lab, please start completing it. These labs are a lot of fun. You will be learning lot of the new things that you haven't learned already in your engineering program. Okay, so now about the cloud studies and onboarding session. Okay, what we will be talking about today. So this is not any intense teaching session or intense session that will take a lot of your energy, no, this is a chill session from us. Okay, so what is it? So it is the introduction to the Cloud Ready Facilitator program. So many of you don't know what we are actually doing. Are we just doing quick labs? No, this is not about the quick lab. This is about learning the Google Cloud. Quick labs is a medium of learning. Many of you had the query that is it about Google Cloud? Is it about quick labs only? No, it is about Google Cloud. And okay, so it will go around 1.5 to 2 hours. So please keep yourself there, engage there. And so what we'll be doing after the end. So we'll having a head start. We'll be heading the first start for our first track of the Google Cloud Ready Facilitator program. Okay, so let's go through the agenda. So in the first 20 minutes, we'll be having an introduction to the GCRF program. GCRF means Google Cloud Ready Facilitator. And after that, we'll be having what is cloud, introduction session about cloud for 10 minutes. Then 20 minutes about introduction to quick labs, and then hands-on experience with quick labs. We'll be showing you the first 3 labs that you need to do. We'll be showing you, and through the first 3 labs, you will get an idea of how to do the labs after that. Okay. So now after that, so very much welcome to the program, and let's start. Okay. So through this program, because as this program is basically focusing on Google Cloud, that covers all the basic cloud concepts and obviously goes to the more advanced stage, it will prepare for your Google Cloud careers. Okay. So now why this university program? Why this Google Cloud program? And why not some other program that they can associate with the university? Because university education provides a strong theoretical foundation. Okay, and to learn other skills like Google Cloud, you can learn that associate to your university education. Okay, so you will need a strong industry skills to launch your careers. Okay, and this quick lab, the experience you will get through the Google Cloud will give you that strong industry skills on cloud engineering. Okay, so now begin your journey with cloud facilitators. So I am Shagning Mitra from System Vidit University. We have Professor Moushami Bhattacharya, our head of the Department of System Vidit University, who is working as a faculty facilitator, and we also have Manish Kumar Barnwal from System Vidit University, and we 3 will be your facilitators. And we got a huge response. We certainly didn't expect this response from you guys. We have 146 plus college registered through SNU's recommendation, and also 542 plus students registered. Okay, so first of all, a big thank you to you guys. We are so thankful to you that so many of you joined the program from so many different colleges. Okay, so now let's begin our journey with the cloud. Many of you have started learning, they know, and we'll give you a quick head start. Okay, so now the Google Cloud Online Study Jam is basically a quick start or a basic learning guide for to train yourself for the program, to train yourself to earn the Quick Labs badges. Okay, and once you trained on all 3 tracks, that are the cloud infrastructure track, the cloud native application development track, and the big data and ML track, you will have your basic journey started with Google Cloud. Okay, and not only you will learn, you will also get exciting prizes that will keep engaged you in the program. Okay, We'll have cloud online study jams. We have all the facilitated programs throughout the sessions. We have different sessions, and also once you complete the milestone, you'll receive a lot of goodies directly from Google at your doorstep. Okay, so now over to Manish. Manish will tell you about the contents of the program and everything. Manish, over to you.
Yeah. Okay. So can you change the slide?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we are having totally 3 slides: cloud infrastructure. Sorry, 3 tracks in our program, like cloud infrastructure, cloud native application and development, big data, and machine learning. All right. So let's go to each and every track one by one. Okay. So like we have the list of totally to all these quests and skill badges. So first track that we have in the program is the cloud infrastructure track. By completing the quest under the cloud infrastructure track, you will learn and demonstrate proficiency in key infrastructure topics to prepare for careers in cloud, IT, and DevOps. We have a total 10 quests and 8 skill badges under this track, and you will be doing the first one today, that is Google Cloud Essentials. This is one of the quests which is mentioned on the top, and the rest of the quest you will have to complete on your own by the end of this program. Not to worry, we will provide you enough support so that you can complete them. All right. Next. uh, so yeah, so now we have the second track, that is cloud native application development track. By completing the quest under this track, you will learn and demonstrate in proficiency in key topics related to cloud native application development to prepare for roles such as developer and full stack engineer. This track consists of 10 quests and 3 skill badges, which we will taking up on the next week, or on the or sometime we'll schedule again another cloud jam. And yeah, next slide. Yeah, okay. So our next slide is big data and machine learning. So by completing the quest in this track, you will learn and demonstrate proficiency in key topics related to big data and machine learning to prepare for roles such as data analyst, marketing analyst, business intelligence professional, and data engineer. This track also consists of 10 quests and 4 skill badges, and we will take this in the later week also, if required. So we will take regular sessions on the requirement. Yep. So we can do next slide. Okay. So now also along the side, the quest badges that you will earn after completing them from each track, you will have chance to earning some extra, that is Google Cloud skill badges. Skill badges are used to show that you have actually applied your new learned skills using a challenge lab at the end, where you have to take your new learned skills to test drive. Okay, so basically what happened, you will learn skills on the quest, and then you have to give your test on skill badges. Okay, so skill badges is basically a skill lab, a challenge lab which you need to do. All right. So here yeah, so here is the syllabus. You can check the syllabus on the given link. The link will be given, the deck will be given to you, so you can access this link. Also we will share them on the mail. Okay, so you have to just bookmark this link, so whenever you just need to check the syllabus, you can just go through this. All right. So next, okay, before we start, let's see a small video that get you excited, so you can go ahead. Sagni, can you play this? Yeah. Okay, I think it's muted.
IT leaders say the skills shortage is slowing down their cloud projects.
No sound.
There's now
okay, no issues. We will share this
an
deck
easy way
to you so that you guys can check this. Okay. Okay, we can go ahead. Yeah, now sound is coming, I think. Okay, sorry, it's in my all right. Okay, so after you acquire them, skill badges and quests, do remember to add them on your resume or your professional profiles like LinkedIn, and share it with your network to prove that you have the in-demand skills. All right, so you can, like, once you get those badges, you can upload it on LinkedIn and on your resume. And so next, yeah, what is the difference between quest and skill badges? I already told you. Like once you complete all the quest, this and the skill badges, this is what your profile looks like. Like you can see in your profile these badges. You would have earned all of these amazing badges issued by Google Cloud, which you can share with your network and add to your resume and professional profiles and showcase that you have necessary skills and hands-on practice on Google Cloud. Okay. So yeah, so skill badges for each track. So there are multiple skill badges in each track. You can see like in cloud infrastructure there are 8, and for cloud native app development there are 3, and for big data and machine learning there are, it means here are all skill badges that are part of the program and that you can earn in different tracks. We have a total 15 number of skill badges. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, so how the program schedule look like? So first we have a kickoff session which we are taking right now. So here today we will discuss about cloud infrastructure, and after that from 10th April to 10th June, which is already started your journey like with program. So you have to complete those labs according to your interest in tracks, and so accordingly we will like help you if you need any. And then after 10th June, from 11th June, you have to submit a report and feedback. Like we have to submit report and you have to submit feedback, and then as soon as these things have completed, you will get your goodies and swags and whatever is there. All right. So next slide. So yeah, we have incentives for you all so that you can be recognized for your accomplishments. So I make sure like you are already familiar with this. Like complete any 8 quests and 4 skill badges in the program, you will receive these prizes, and then so on. All right, there are highest complete any 30 quests and 15 skill badges in the program, you will receive like career readiness program seat. This is exclusive seat by Google, in which you will learn how to become cloud associate engineer. Like you will able to give exam also, cloud associate engineering exam. Okay, next. Yeah, so this is what also here is some motivation for you. The appreciation certificate, that not appreciation certificate, that will be a thank you certificate given by Google so for joining you in this program. So as bigger your milestone, the achievement level will be bigger. Okay. So that's enough about the program for now. It's time to dive into the learning experience. Today we have 2 of us, so who will training you in your first session. Hence, without wasting any time, I will hand over the session to Sagnik, and he will not Sagnik. I will continue with the here. Sagnik will take care of the hands-on session. Next slide. Okay. So the learning opportunities with Google Cloud are a great way to prepare for cloud careers. What is possible with cloud? And let's took an example that we are already likely familiar with. So I hope. Okay, next slide. So I hope maximum of you are familiar with this. How many of you have played this game, or knew somebody who was huge fan of this game? Or you can write it on chat. Like if you know about this game. Okay, good, cool. So basically what happened, this is Pokemon Go. So this is the one of the popular games. Pokemon Go is a mobile application that uses many services across Google Cloud. Okay, basically this game is hosted on Google Cloud itself. So when the game launched, the teams targeted there are 1x player traffic. So 1x player traffic with a worst case estimate of roughly 5x this target. Like they suppose if they targeted 1k traffic and maximum 5k traffic, not more than that. Okay, so Pokemon Go's popularity caused the traffic to surge rapidly. Player traffic reached to 50x, you can say 50,000, the initial target, 10 times the worst case estimate. Okay, the application was able to scale to meet the demand with the reliability and scalability provided by Google Cloud services, such as Google Kubernetes Engine, HTTP load balancing, and Google Cloud Data Store. We will learn about some of these Google Cloud services today also, and this this cloud infrastructure track all about these things only. Here you will learn Google Cloud, Google Kubernetes Engine, HTTP load balancing, and Google Cloud Data Store, and all. All right. So next slide. Okay. Yeah. So what is cloud? Basically, there are three main types of cloud services: infrastructure as a services, platform as a service, software as a service. Okay. So there are three types of service which Google Cloud offers, or any other cloud company offers. So first of all, infrastructure as a service. So infrastructures include a raw resources such as virtual machine, networking, storage, and more. These resources are the fundamental building blocks of cloud computing. When you consume infrastructure as a service, you have greater control over the resources, but also greater management overhead. For example, consider a virtual machine. You need to install, upgrade, and patch all the software required to run the application. You can configure your virtual machine to scale based on the load on your application. So these services, include Google Cloud, Google Compute Engine, networking, and load balancer are examples of infrastructure as a service. Okay, so let's next. Okay, so platform as a service. So platform as a service provides a platform with managed service where runtime environment and networking settings are pre-configured. This makes it easier for you to develop and deploy your application. Google App Engine is an example of like PaaS, which is platform as a service. Google App Engine comes pre-configured with runtime for Java, Python, Node.js, and more. Software upgrades and patches are automatically applied. Load balancing is also pre-configured. This enables the developer to focus more on the application logic only instead of worrying about infrastructure setup. Okay, so here you can you just need to deploy your application. You don't need to care about your runtime and patches. So all are automatically done. Okay, so this is platform as a service. Now software as a service. Okay, so software as a service is entire application are managed by and made by Google Cloud. So Gmail is an example of that. So you can see here you don't need to do anything. It's everything is done by Google team. All right. So this is example of software as a service. Now next. So yeah, consider the infrastructure needed for an online game. Okay, let's suppose if you are building an online game, you can use Google Cloud services to store object data such as image, video files, and music files if there is any, high volume or semi-structured data such as streaming or game data, and relational data such as user ID, name, or so on. Okay, there are multiple options such as Kubernetes Engine for your application runtime environment. This is where your application code executes. You can also build apps which use other services like Google Maps and YouTube. And with cloud-based services, you don't have to set up and manage your own infrastructure. You can simply focus on developing your apps, then use managed cloud services to make it available globally in just a few minutes. Okay. Next. Yeah. So now get set Google. Now it's time to introduce to our hands-on learning platform, Quick Labs. And we hope that by now you have created your Quick Labs account and have also redeemed the 1 month credit pass that you would need to complete this program. If you have still not done, then please follow the steps I am about to show in order to get them. Okay, so let's get started. Open your incognito window, make it easier for you to understand the whole process from scratch. And here you can see this there is a mail which you have received from Google once you register. If you have registered successfully, there is a URL. This URL will lead you to a landing page of the tour of Quick Labs and Google Cloud Lab. Okay, if you are yet to receive the credit, then if you are not yet received, just reach out to us. We will definitely help you. So then in the email you can follow the steps which are given. So if you are not aware about the email, just search on your Gmail like congratulations, you are now enrolled, something like that. You will definitely receive your credit. Today also we have mailed you all if you received. Okay, So once you receive 1 month credit, then like, okay, yeah, so you just need to sign in or join. Like if you have already, if this is your first time you are hearing about Quick Labs, then and you don't have an account, then just click on join and create one now. You can use your Google account as well to sign up. Do remember to check in the marketing or spam box where the email might be dropped. So if you have already if you already have an account, you just click on sign in and wait for further instructions. Okay, so now once you have like this, I am sure like you have already completed this steps. Sagnik, next slide. Like here you need to invest at least 5 minutes in this lab. Once you are in the lab page, just click on the start lab. Now you need to present on this lab for at least 5 minutes, as I told, before you can end and get the credits. Let it stay open for some time. Meanwhile, you can talk about some important cloud concepts. You can even, if you have not yet done, you can do it right now. We are on the call. You can do it right now. If you are facing any issue, we can definitely help you. Okay. So if you are doing, let me know in the chat. We will get this link.
Yeah, so guys, everyone, one small message from us. All the questions that are coming, we are keeping it for the end. Okay, we'll answer all the questions, so please ask your questions at the end, or keep asking them while the session is going on, and we'll answer all this at the end of the session. Okay, there is a dedicated 20 or 25 minutes Q&A session. We'll answer all your queries. And Manish, I guess the tour of Quick Labs I will show in the hands-on session.
Okay, that's great. That's great. All right. So can you do next slide? Okay. So the like now can do what? Like these things can do what? Like part is defined by an IAM role. This part is defined by an IAM role, which you are going to do on like on Quick Lab only. So an IAM role is a collection of permissions. Most of the time, to do any meaningful operations, you need more than one permission. For example, to manage instances in a project, you need to create, delete, start, stop, and change an instance. So the permissions are grouped together in a role to make it easier to manage. Like you can see, suppose if you are managing a WhatsApp group, you are being an admin, you have different access, and being an user, you have different access. So so consider IAM as that only. Okay. So the who part names the user or group to whom the rule is granted. To give a user or group the desired permission, you grant a role to the user on a resource. Okay, so this is what IAM service will do. Like you can assign some permissions to particular user. Okay, so next. Okay, so now regions and zones. So regions are independent geographic areas that consist of zones. Location within regions tend to have round trip network latencies under 5 ms on the 95 percentile. Okay, so basically what is a zone? A zone is an isolated location with a region. You can think of this as being similar to a data center. A zone is designed and set up to be independent of the other zones within a region. In the rare case that one zone goes down, the other zones are still operational. To enable fault tolerance, you should deploy your application across multiple zones. Okay. For example, if a zone is affected by a network outage, your application will still continue to function if it is deployed across multiple zones. All right. So a zone is a deployment area for cloud platform resource within a region. Zones should be considered a single failure domain within a region. In order to deploy fault tolerant applications with high availability, you should deploy your application across the multiple zones in a region to help protect against unexpected failure. Okay. So next. Now, if you know about zones and regions, now like it should be done hands-on. So from here, like Sagnik will carry on.
Yes, thank you, Manish. Yes.
Yep.
So guys, so I guess you all have the 1 month credit pass by now, and if not, if you are having any issue, please contact us at the end of the session. We'll see what is lagging you behind. Okay, so now like didn't get the credits, troubleshoot. Okay, so be patient, sometimes it takes time for the credits to be processed. So one solution is that. And second, if you already have a Quick Labs account and enrolled in the Google Cloud Essentials Quest before, please unenroll. You must unenroll and then enroll again. Only when you click the enroll button and complete the first lab, the credit will be applied to your account. Okay, and if you have already completed the steps, then you can mail to gcrfacilitator@quicklabs.com and they will give a special code to get your credit. Okay, so those who are not having that, please first check the first two process, and if the first two process don't work, then you can also ask the Google Cloud Quick Labs chat. And one thing, the Quick Labs chat is too supportive. They haven't partnered for you on every 5 minutes. You message them and within 2 to 3 minutes you will get a reply. Okay, and they will sort your thing. Okay, and if through any labs or any quest if you are having any problem, they will help you through mail, they will help you with the code, they will help you with everything. Okay, so Google Quick Labs chat I will show you in the hands-on session. And also if there any other problem, you can also mail the gcrfacilitator@quicklabs.com. so we'll be sharing you the deck, and in the deck you can find this email ID, so not to worry about that. And now we'll be having the Google Cloud Essential Quest. Okay, so first of all we need to enroll in the Google Cloud Essential Quest. Okay, and now the quest has 5 labs. Okay, so we'll go through the 4 of them together, and as we have less time, we'll go through the 3 of them together. Okay, the 4, if you go to the 4th one, the Kubernetes engine, it will take almost 45 minutes. It will be a bit boring for you. Okay, if you want that lab for us to demonstrate to you, we will record our screen and we'll send a YouTube video to you. Okay, so you'll have the last last one yourself. Okay, so now lab 1. Okay, so now I'm stopping the screen share and opening the Quick Labs. Okay, so be patient guys, just 1 minute. Until then, while I'm working on this, and while the first lab takes 5 minutes, okay, we will wait for the first lab for 5 minutes. So in that session I will answer the questions. Okay, so please open a new tab, and in the new tab just click on Quick Labs. Okay, so just click on Quick Labs, you don't need to click on anything else, just click on Quick Labs. And if anyone is not having the public profile URL, then we already have the videos for you, that through the video you can get. And where you can get, see, I have 9 credits, right? But these 9 credits I don't care, because I have the 1 month advantage pass. Some of you are messaging that, okay, I have 9 credits, what can I do? But you have 9 credits, that okay, but you have the advantage pass, and advantage pass means you can go through the session unlimitedly for the first 1 month. And no, the credit is not for 1 month, the credit is for 2 months. The credit will be allotted in the second month automatically. Okay, or through the time. Okay, we will help you through all of this. Okay, just please complete the first month, and the second month we will sort you out. Okay, we are there for you. Okay, so now which lab we are completing now? So we will be completing the, so first of all we will completing a tour of Quick Labs. Okay, so you can simply search a tour of Quick Labs. Okay, and tour of Quick Labs and Google Cloud. So search Quick Labs of Google Cloud, click on this, and you will go to the lab. Okay, then simply start the lab. Okay, you can simply start the lab, and once you start the lab, this is the CAPTCHA verification. So you can click on I am not a robot. And one thing guys, you can wait on 5 minutes on this. Okay, so this is the session, you can go through it. So everything is mentioned here, what you will learn. So what is a Google Cloud Console? Okay, so I'm showcasing them, no issues. Okay, so there is a test your understanding part, and after the test your understanding part, accessing the Google Cloud Console. Okay, so first of all, let's wait for some time and answer the queries that were there in the chat. So first few answer we will query. So Sagar asked how we can earn those badges. Okay, so Sagar, already Manish mentioned that there are 2 types of badges. One is quest and one is skill badge. Okay, a skill badge is earned by completing a lab, and a quest is earned by completing a quest. Okay, so a quest is basically a learning session. So let's say there are 6 part in a quest. You complete the 6th part, and after completing the 6th part you will get the quest. Okay, so quest means you have learned it. Okay, so now after learning you have to apply it, And now after applying, you will get the skill badge. There will be a challenge lab, you will work, you're doing the task, and after doing the task you will get the skill badge. Okay, so now let's jump into the Google Cloud Console. So now for opening the Google Cloud Console, there is a trick that I want you to follow. Just click on open incognito window, new incognito window, or the shortcut is Ctrl Shift N, and now simply minimize it. Okay, or you can simply close it, and then right click on open Google Console. Okay, so this is the process we follow. You can go through any of the process mentioned in the session there. So now you simply paste it. Okay, so now just paste it, and after pasting it, just simply go to the username and copy it. Okay, so don't paste your username password here. Give the username password mentioned in the quick lab. This is the major problem people are facing. So my email ID is ShagnikMitra123, but I will be not putting ShagnikMitra123 here. Why? Because this is the Google Cloud Console. This is not Gmail console. Okay, now simply copy the password. Okay, and we will click on next. So now see, welcome to your Google account, welcome to your new Google account. We will accept this. Okay, and after accessing this, you can simply confirm this, no worry about that. And now we will come to the Google Cloud platform. So this is the main Google Cloud platform that will take us through all the 2 months that we are talking about. You will complete all the labs here only. Okay, you will have the instruction in different labs or different quests, but you will complete everything here. Okay, so now first of all, this pop-up will come up. Just simply click I agree. And if you are from India, choose India. And if you are outside from India, some people are there outside India, those I don't know if they are in the program or they are in the Google Meet or not. If there are, please guys select your country here, and okay, then click agree and continue. And after clicking agree and continue, the lab will be on your main platform. It will take some time. Okay, so now here you can see the project name, you can see the project ID, and also you can see the project number. Okay, so now everything is written here. Okay, open the lab, choose an account, use another account. So why we didn't use another account? Because we use the incognito window. Okay, so you can choose any of the process you want. Okay, so now the project in the console, I already told you, this is the project name, this is the project ID and project number. So task 1 is like you can view all the projects. While you click on this, you can see there are in the all list, there are no organization is there, but there is a recent there is the Quick Lab GCP04. So this is the project, and in some later projects you will work with 2 projects at a time. Okay, you will allotting sessions from one to another. So in case you will see 2 projects here. Okay, and now after this you can test your understanding here, and these are all the basics. These are the navigation menu. So this is the navigation menu, and we have all the options here: home, marketplace, billing, and all the options. You will require the specific option for specific lab or specific skill badge. Okay, so after this everything is mentioned here. So the Manish talked about I am an admin, and I am an admin, you can go through and check it out. You will learn all this in the future Google Quick Lab. There are many more labs and quests to come up. Okay, so now you can test your understanding. You can simply test your understanding. I have already done it before, so I need not to do, but you please do. This will test your main understanding. And there are things about APIs and service. You will learn all this. You can either read this or you can simply end the lab after 5 minutes, because you'll be learning all this in your future tracks. Okay, so now this is the Cloud Shell. So how to enable your Cloud Shell? Just click on this terminal button and it will take you to the Cloud Shell. And in this Cloud Shell you will run all the commands that you will do. So now simply if you write gcloud authorization list, so we can go through here. So it will take some time to provision required on your system strength. So I am running i5 system, so it takes time according to your system. Okay, so don't be confused. Someone's system might run faster, your system might run slow. So it depends on 2 things. There are 2 dependencies: internet and your system. If your internet is fast but your system runs a bit slow, it can take some time. Okay, so don't be confused why my system is working slow. So it is not slow, it is just taking the resources and connecting there. Okay, So let this cloud cell be turned on, and after the cloud cell you can run this command I already just talked about, Google G Cloud authorization list. So through this list you can see which student ID you are accessing or which project ID you are accessing, and after this just you can simply run a nano test.txt file. Okay, so now we can write G Cloud auth list. So we'll be you will having all the command that I'm typing in the deck, and also the quick labs profile and the quick labs lab, you are having all this. Okay, so this is the student 045 EA, you can check this student 045 EA, this, so this is showing me this. And also now let's create a simple file. So nano, so I'm using the nano terminal, so nano demo.txt. okay, so you can simply keep the file, and let's say this is the onboarding session. Okay, so I can simply write this, and I can simply click Ctrl X and Y and enter. Okay, so my nano demo.txt file is created. So this is about creating a file, and then basically this is, you can end your lab. After that you can just this for just your reading purposes, you can simply end the lab and it will give you a pop-up, all done. If you end your lab you will lose all your work, you may not be able to restart the lab if there is a quota limit. So there is no quota limit for you, you can end the lab anytime, but that lab will not be completed until you complete all the process. So you can end any lab. If you are working on a lab and have some emergency and leave it, you can leave it, no problem, but you need to have that 1 month advantage pass for this. Okay, so you can click OK, and this will end your lab. And okay, so you can give your review here. Okay, and you can simply click on back, and after this we have the hands-on land on creating a virtual machine. So I can search creating a virtual machine. So you can search through, or you can go to the catalog and do this. Okay, so I'm searching creating a virtual machine. Okay, so this is the lab. So we are done with the first lab, so now this is the second lab. Okay, so now creating the virtual machine here. Okay, so this is written 40 minutes, the 40 minutes time that are allotted to you, you have to complete the lab within that. Okay, if the time is over you will not get the credit. Okay, and there is a point system, you can see there is a hyphen 0 out of 100, now it is your score, and it this credit doesn't matter to you because you have an advantage pass. But after the advantage pass, if you want to pursue your career in Google Cloud or want to access Quick Labs, then you can take the Quick Lab subscription, and you will have some credits, and you need to spend the credits according to your need. Okay, so now you can click on this and you can check your progress. So create a computing instance and add an Nginx server to your instance, and necessary firewall rules. So please don't be overwhelmed with what is written. The Google Cloud will explain everything through the labs, and there is a create new instance with G Cloud. Okay, so the two have 50 and 50 total 100 points, and you need to complete those 100 points to complete your lab. Okay, so it will show you 100 out of 100, then you can confirm that okay, my lab is done. Okay, so now this is the setup. So before you click on the start lab button, read this instruction. Okay, what you need. So to complete this lab you need to access to a standard internet browser. So Chrome browser recommended because the Google Quick Labs is a platform developed by Google at Google Cloud. So if you are having a Google browser, it will be more overwhelmed for you and it will be more optimized for you, but no worries, you can do it in Firefox. We have tested it in Firefox, we have tested in Safari. So if someone is using Mac, no issues, you can do it there. Okay, so just keep in mind that you need to open an incognito window for your ease. Okay, you can open a normal window and click on use another account, but incognito is a bit easy. Okay, so now, so this is the lab portion. So now what we need to do, so we need to click on start lab. So I'm starting the lab. Okay, so once you start the lab, so there will be CAPTCHA verifications. I'm not a robot, obviously I'm not, at least I think that. So launch with 1 credit. Okay, so I can launch with 1 credit. You can see there is a launch with subscription in your account. Okay, so there is no worry about that. So now what I told you, you can simply copy the Google Cloud Console link and open a new incognito window and simply paste it there. Okay, and after pasting it you can sign into your Google account. Okay, so copy the username. Ajit Kumar Singh, if you can please mute your mic, that will be good for everyone as the bandwidth problem will be there. Yeah, thank you Ajit. And so you can copy the password. Okay, so click on next, and now you can see what you need to do. So this is the sign in portion. Now you'll go to the Google Cloud Platform. Okay, you can simply click on accept. Okay, so by accepting this, you are going to the Google Cloud Platform. The main Google Cloud Platform will be there, and you will do everything through your own. So those who haven't completed any of the labs, this particular session is for you. So I guess once they have completed the milestone or go halfway through the milestone, they have already completed the first labs, because the first 2-3 labs is what that needs you to be comfortable in this situation or comfortable in this platform. And once you get comfortable with the platform, you will go through all this in your own. Okay, so you will remember after 4, 5, 6 labs, you need to remember. Okay, so you don't need to remember what is written there. You already know what command you need to write to check which project are you working on. Okay, so now simply click on Active Cloud Shell. Okay, after clicking on accept at Active Cloud Shell, you will see a continue pop up, so click on continue. Okay, so you can simply click on continue. So guys, please follow on with me. Those who haven't follow on, those who have already done the session, good and well and good, you can just simply go through if you have done everything all right. Okay, so now you can simply see what the things are there written here. You can list the active account name with this command, so you can simply copy this and you can simply paste this here. Okay, so like Ubuntu terminal or Linux terminal, this is not a Ctrl+Shift+V terminal. You can simply paste with Ctrl+V. Okay, so in Ubuntu and in Bash you have to write Shift Insert or Ctrl+Shift+V, but here you need to write Ctrl+V. That's all. Okay, so now you will have the project ID. If you want to see the project ID, you can simply paste the Google G Cloud configuration list project, so it will list the project ID that was Google GCP 2 QuickLab GCP 02. Your account configuration is Cloud Shell 18383. Okay, so now understanding regions and zones. So now it will tell you what task you need to follow. Okay, so I'm following the task. In the Cloud Console, on the navigation menu, click on Compute Engine, click on VM Instances, and this may take a minute to initialize for the first time while doing the lab. And to create a new instance, create instance. There are many parameters for you can configure when creating a new instance. Use the following for this lab. Okay, so till now what we did, so we can click here and we can click on Compute Engine, and after Compute Engine we have VM Instance. Okay, so we'll click on VM Instance. I will go to the VM Instance. Okay, so in the VM Instance, to create a new instance, click on create instance. So it is taking the time as I've opened this lab for the first time here in the session. So it will open, and till this open, let me tell you that the task description written here is well and good, so please follow this, because this is not a platform like you could you click on. If I just simply go to the task 2, okay, so I can go to the task 2 and like check it if my task 1 was done, so I can check my progress. Okay, so points on 0 message, please create an instant in specific zone. So what I showed you, this is a live tracking. Okay, the Quick Labs is tracking you live, that if you are doing it or not. Okay, so you need to do all this. If you don't do, you will not get the point and you will not be completing the lab. Okay, so now we can simply create instance, click on create instance here, and after creating instance we have a lot of options, but we don't need to worry about or be overwhelmed. All the options that are mentioned in the Google Cloud Platform are mentioned in the Quick Labs instruction manual. Okay, so you need to follow the instruction manual carefully and properly so that you don't fall out on any on this. Okay, so we need to name the lab GCE lab. So I will be not writing anything, I will be copy and pasting to show you that. Okay, so we'll not having an issue. So okay, so US Central 1 Loa. Okay, so I'm selecting the region US Central 1 Loa. It is already selected, and we'll select the zone US Central C. Okay, so I'll click on this US Central C. There will be option, and now series will be N1. The machine series will be N1, so there is an option called N1, so it is powered by Intel. And in N1 you can go to this and see machine type will be 2 vCPUs, 2 CPUs, 7.5 GB RAM. Okay, so now 2 CPUs, 7.5 GB RAM, so you can cross check that if you have selected the proper option. And after that you can select the boot disk as GNU Linux 10 Buster. So I'm clicking on this, so this is already Debian GNU Linux Buster, so I'm not selecting any of this. Okay, so now firewall will allow the HTTP traffic. Okay, so please read, in some lab there will be allowing HTTPS traffic. hypertext transfer protocol secure traffic, and in some lab there will be hypertext transfer protocol traffic. Okay, so please read whatever is written there. Okay, so now we'll click on create. Okay, so after creating this, so let it be created. Yes, so okay, so now you can click on create. Now to use the SSH to connect to the virtual machine in the row for your machine, click on SSH. So this launches the SSH client directly from your browser. So everything is mentioned there, how to write. So I showed you the initial thing, and the next thing you need to do on your own, because it will be a bit boring session if I show you the whole thing. There will be installing on nginx web server, and there will be a, after that we need to create a new instance with gcloud. So okay, so that will be a bit boring session, I guess. So I guess we showed you how to start the lab, and everything you need to read and basically read and paste it. Okay, so no worry about that. Okay, so now I guess this is clear for you. I guess chat, this is everyone in the chat, I guess this is clear for you how you can progress. And if you need to want me to share the whole process, so we can create a separate video and share with you. We don't need this session to be a boring session, so we are skipping it here. Okay, so I'm closing it. So we'll be going directly to the third lab. So okay, please be engaged with the session, because okay, so I can simply click on end lab. So okay, so let's say submit, and I can go to the back, and after going to the back I can simply go to the third one. The third lab is getting started with Google Cloud, Google Cloud Shell and gcloud. Okay, so I can simply write that getting started with Google Cloud Shell and Google. This option will be somewhat around. So okay, so let me copy the name, no issue in that. So getting started with Cloud Shell and gcloud. So I'm copying the
okay, hello Sagni.
Yes, Manish.
Just open the quest and show them, like quest are consist of 5-6 labs, and you have to do from there.
Okay.
Just open this waivers and then open the quest. Okay. Yeah.
So you can simply go to the catalog, or if you have the link, you will have the direct link to go to the session or to go to the cloud lab, the different cloud lab that we have talked about. So I'm simply okay, so this is the so this is the basic lab. So this is the Google Cloud Essential, create and manage your responses. Okay, so you can simply click on catalog and see whatever labs are there. Okay, so by clicking on the labs, each labs have different things. Okay, so let me show you. Let me get the link. Just wait for a minute. Okay, so Manish, can you send me the direct URL for opening? Then it will be a bit long if I go to the whole process. So if you can send the link for the track 1, it will be quick and good. Hello Manish, are you there?
Yes. Give me a moment, I am doing.
Yes, thank you.
I am sharing it on chat.
Okay. So everyone, so the link
Yeah.
Manish is sharing in the chat. So this is for opening the first track. So you can simply copy the link and paste on your browser, and you will go to the track. Okay, so please click on this if you haven't completed it. So this is the Google Cloud Essentials. Okay, so join to enroll this quest. So I can simply click on join to enroll this quest. As I have already completed it, it will not show me that I haven't completed it, so please bear with me on that. So you can simply sign in with your Google account. So this is my account, so I was clicking on sign in. Okay, so after clicking on sign in, it will take me to the Google Cloud Essential. So see, when I complete the lab, you will get to see the quest is completed. Congratulations, you have already completed this quest and earned a badge, become a cloud expert and start another. So if I have could you please share the WhatsApp group link too. So yes, we will be sharing all this at the end. So whatever query you have will be answered at the end. And also yes, so we will create a video for this. Okay, we have heard you, so we'll create a video for you, Manish. I guess that will be good, because if I show the whole process, it will be a bit boring session with everything checking the
Yeah, true.
So yes, true. So now creating a virtual machine, this is done, and now I can go to the getting started with Google G Cloud. So guys, one thing, creating a virtual machine and Compute Engine Quick Start Windows, these two are optional labs. You can go through them, but you don't need to. You can simply complete one of the two or labs that are being in the OR part, and you can get the credit for that lab. Okay, so now I'm clicking in the getting started with Google Cloud Shell and G Cloud, and I'm clicking this, and clicking on start lab. Yes, certainly. So Manish, can you please send the link of the first skill badge that is associated with this in the chat? So I guess leave it. I guess Sparsh, thank you for your question, and we'll answer all the questions in the end. Okay, whatever questions you have, we'll answer the questions in the end. Okay, so Manish already shared it, so I can simply click on start lab. I'm not a robot. Okay, so I can launch with my credit, and you will launch with your subscription, no worry about that. Okay, so now the process I follow, I copy the link address, I open a new incognito window, and I simply paste it, and I go to this, and after going to this, I can simply copy the username and use another account, paste it here, I click on next, and simply go and copy the password. Okay, and now I can simply click on accept. Okay, accept. I can click on confirm, and after clicking on confirm, while the cloud platform is loading, so let me check what thing I am left with. Okay, let the cloud platform load. So okay, so now read what we need to do. So task 1 is configure your environment, task 2 is install a new component, task 3 is connect to your VM instance with SSH and use the home directory. Okay, so we have already clicked on start lab, then we have signed in. We have obviously used another account, so in the sign in page the username that you copied from the connection details in the panel. So this is the connection details panel. Please remember this, because these terms are mentioned in the there will be no term like left panel, right panel. There will be a term like navigation panel, connect panel, student resources panel, end lab panel, okay, completion panel. So this is the completion panel basically, and this is the tasks panel, and this is the basically connection details panel. This is the student resource panel. Okay, so these are all the panels that are there. This is all the panels that are there. Okay, so now you can activate the cloud shell, click on continue, and go G Cloud auth list, and now G Cloud configure this project. So let me do it one by one and show you how it is done. Okay, so let me simply go to my Google Cloud platform. Now I will agree to it, terms and conditions. You can obviously read the terms and conditions, what thing that the data is tracking from you. Okay, and now let it be and continue, and while continue you can close this navigation menu from there. Okay, so while it is connecting, we can wait for some time. We can wait for a few seconds. So it will, yes, it is connected. So I can simply write the command as gcloud auth list. So okay, gcloud is requesting to credentials to make a GPI API call. GPI API call. Click to authorize this and this future calls that will required for the credential. Okay, so I can simply click on this, and okay, so now I can select gcloud config list project, and okay, so it will show me my project ID. So now I can simply go to my quick labs and see what thing I need to do. So now we need to create, so what you need to do, so default region. So to see what your default region and zone settings are, you can run the following command. So we will run the following commands through this. So now, yes, so it will show you your active or configuration is Cloud Shell. So okay, so this thing it will show. if the Google Cloud or responses are unset, that means no default zones or region is set. Okay, so it is showing me unset, so unset means that means no default zone or region is set. Okay, so in the cloud cell, run the following command: gcloud compute project info, describe project to your project ID. And one thing everyone, your project ID, don't leave it here, you need to paste your project ID here. So you can paste your project ID from here only. So this is the project info tab. So in the project info tab, simply copy your project ID and simply click on copy and paste it here and enter. So it will compute your project info, describe. So yes, it is describe the metric, describe the usage limit, everything. And now you can set the environment variables. So create an environment variable to store your project ID. So you can copy on this. Okay, so I can simply click on this and replace my project ID with my consisting project ID here. So I can click on consisting project ID, click on copy and paste. So now export zone equal to your zone. Okay, so with the value for you, and to verify that you have your variables were set and run properly, run the following commands. Okay, so now creating a virtual machine with the gcloud tool. Okay, so create glab zone. So I'm not showing all this, so it will take a lot of time. Okay, so you can simply click on all this, and obviously you can set your zone here. So how to set your zone, all the everything is mentioned here in the process. Okay, so if Google Cloud, copy your Google Cloud ID, open a navigation menu, dashboard. Okay, so everything, the whole process is mentioned here. Okay, and throughout the process you will learn how to create a VM instance, you will learn how to create the instance, the GC lab instance, or how to set the zone, how to set the type, how to set the machine type. Okay, so now you can simply click on check my progress and see, and I haven't completed it, so it shows me that it doesn't look like. So there is a real-time tracking for those who are asking that if we have completed half of the labs, is there any option that we can complete the whole lab by just doing the simply command? No, you have to complete all the tasks to complete your lab. Okay, so this is the third lab. So you can explore the gcloud commands here. So run the following command, gcloud h, it will help you. So gcloud configuration help. Okay, so gcloud help config, those there are some different commands here. Okay, so component list are there, so you can install a new component here from the commands. Okay, so these are all the commands that are there, so I'm not going through all this, it will be a bit boring. Okay, so I'm ending the lab now. One thing I already told you, that you can end the lab at any point of your session. There is no hard and fast rule that you need to complete the whole lab and end the session. Okay, no, if you're not well, if you're not feeling well, that okay, oh no, I don't need to, I cannot do all this at now, I have some work for it. Okay, oh, no issue there, you can simply click on end lab and do it in the later part of your session. Okay, do it in later when you can feel, but please complete all this within 10th June, because that is the end of the session, and try to do as much as you can, because there are so many beautiful tracks and labs there. We just showed you the first 3 tracks, how to initiate them. Okay, and if you are wanting, we can simply do some basic labs, and we can share the link with you there. Okay, so no issue in that. Okay, so 1 second. Yes, so okay, so yes, so now let's move to the presentation again. So we have let us go through what we have shown to you. Okay, so we will simply go to the slide. Okay, so these are the regions and zones we told you. So verify now with whether you have the 1 month credit pass, and now didn't get the credit troubleshoot, we already told you. And now gcloud essential quest, and now these are 5 labs. We showed you the first 3 labs. Okay, so lab 1 was the true or quick labs and the Google Cloud platform. So it was the basic objectives were learning about Google Cloud platform, the quick labs platform, and the learning how to use the Google Cloud console. Okay, so lab 2 was creating a virtual machine, and the basic learning was the computing in part, creating a virtual machine with the GCP platform, the GCP console, and creating a virtual machine with the gcloud command line, and deploying a web server and connect it to a virtual machine. So now a virtual machine is a software based computer. Okay, so what is a virtual machine? If you have any point of time used Oracle VirtualBox, so that is basically as mere example of a virtual machine. Okay, so we have a virtual machine in a physical computer. Okay, so inside your computer there will be another machine, so the machine will work on cloud, so that is basically a virtual machine. So this is not the definition, the virtual machine concept is a bit large, we have just tell you the small one. Okay, so Compute Engine offers managed virtual machines, so high CPU, high memory standard and shared core machine types. So it has persistent disk, it has standard SSD, local SSD. So these are all part of the virtual machine part. We have the snapshots, where snapshot means whatever things you have changed, like if you have used GitHub, okay, in GitHub you can track the versions, you have tracked what you have done, all the snapshot of your machine, okay, all the restored sessions of your machine. Okay, so you can instance the metadata and startup scripts. Okay, and in the lab 3 they are getting started with the Google Cloud Shell and G Cloud. So these are all some basic stuffs. Okay, so we have learned about the Cloud Shell, we have learned how to connect with computing resources hosted on GCP. We can practice some basic Google Cloud commands like gcloud auth list and gcloud configuration project list. Okay, so Cloud Shell and G Cloud. Okay, so G Cloud has a pre-installed Google Cloud SDK and other tools, so it has a 5 GB of persistent disk storage. And now Cloud Shell provides command line access to a virtual machine instance in a terminal window that open in the Google Web Console. So the Web Console is basically the Cloud Active Console that we already showed you. Okay, so now great job guys, we have come this far and we have completed some labs and you get that responses. Now many congratulations to all of you. You have now enough knowledge to complete your first Quick Labs quest and earn a Google Cloud hosted badge. So remember, these badges are not some random badges from Quick Labs, these are badges that are directly given to you by Google Cloud. Okay, so Google Cloud is such a big organization and you can be a part of their program and you can learn, so the great part. Okay, so once completed, make your Quick Labs profile public to see the badges. So I'm showing you that, like, I guess you have already made your profile public, so my profile is already public, so I'm showing you how to show the public profile portion. Okay, so now simply click on Quick Labs. Okay, so we can leave it, we don't need it anymore. So we can simply Quick Labs, we can sign in. Okay, so just click on sign in with Google, and after signing in with Google, so use another account. So use another account, you can this is your personal mail ID. Okay, so this is not anything that you got from Quick Labs or anything, so this is your personal mail ID. We are signing to this. So enter your password and we'll enter to the console. Okay, so if you have some verification in your phone it will show you, but else it will directly go to the platform. No issue in that, so it will redirect me to my Quick Labs platform. Okay, so my Google Quick Labs is opened, so you can simply click on your image, go to the profile. Okay, so once you go to your profile, so it will show Shagnik Mitra Quick Labs and your name Quick Labs, and your public profile is accessible at https Quick Labs public profile. Okay, so you can simply copy this. Okay, so let's say, so you can simply copy or paste your mail ID to check your progress in the progress site that you have created. So let me tell you, I'll give you a quick demo. So the link is basically bit.ly/quicklabsprogress. Okay, so you can simply copy your mail ID. So we'll be pasting a mail ID of one of our classmates here, and we'll show you how the progress is given. Okay, Manish, are you there?
Yes.
So Manish, once ma'am comes, please inform me. Okay, ma'am has spared some time, he'll join for a moment.
Okay.
Yes, okay, so please inform me when ma'am comes. So yes, we can write it here. So we can write here, we can click on enter to apply. So after entering enter to apply, you will see your name, you will see your email address, you will see your enrollment status, you will see your Quick Labs public URL, you will see the number of quests you completed, number of skill badges you completed. So it will show you how many quest and skill badges you are able to complete the first milestone. So our friend Shubham is 1 quest and 0 skill badges completed, so he has already completed. The data will be updated tomorrow. Okay, so your 9 quests, so it will show you how much quest and milestone you are away for completing the labs. So that's for the lab portion and checking your progress and everything. So now I guess I will hand over the session to Manish for the rest. Manish, over to you.
Yeah. So can you go to the screen?
Yes,
presentation?
one second.
Yeah.
1 second, yeah, it's presenting.
I think 59.
Yes, 59. Pardon me guys for this delay. Yes.
Okay guys, so you did a great job till here. So I hope you have also done a lab, at least one lab. So like if you are getting some badges, or once you do badge quest or skill badge, you will earn some badges. Or even we are giving shout out to all of you on our Discord server, or even in our presentation today. So if you are getting like motivated with these things, like share your profile and pictures with your social or professional network. Use hashtag Google Cloud Ready. Do remember to follow us on Twitter to stay updated with all latest information about Google Cloud. Just follow Google Cloud India and use this Google Cloud Ready hashtag. Once you use, like, Google Cloud team like closely monitor this hashtag, and like if you are doing great job, they will definitely reshare your post and like comment, tweet, whatever, like, do at that moment. So like, next slide. Okay, so yeah, now as you have seen, like we did first quest, so you have an idea about how the quest works and how the skill badges work. So you need to complete the rest of the quest and skill badges remaining in the cloud infrastructure track. You would have already completed this essential quest, and after this session, do remember to complete the last lab immediately after this session while the knowledge is still fresh, like you know what you need to do. So also remember, we talked about the skill badges earlier. It's really easy to earn one when you have already completed a quest. All you have to do is complete one more skill challenge lab after completing the quest related to that skill badge. Okay, so let us explain how it works. Gives to let me explain like how the skill badges work. Like I already explained, but still, just go to next slide. Yeah. So see these batches, like once you did like cloud, Google Cloud Essential, baseline infrastructure, networking in the Google Cloud, Kubernetes in Google Cloud, and cloud engineering. These badges you will get once you complete the first track, and once you complete all the labs and all the quests in this and all the skill badges. Below the line there are skill badges. So once you complete this, your profile looks like this. Like you will earn these badges in your profile. You can see in your public URL. Okay, you would have amazing badges issued by Google, which you can share with your network and add to your resume and professional profile, and showcase that you have necessary skills and hands-on practice on Google Cloud. All right. So also, like, next slide. Okay, just a second. Yeah, this is the same, I think. Once you complete all the badges, this is same. Next, yeah. So yeah, in order to verify your status, so whether you completed your skill badges, is it right, you are doing it in right path or not, you can just check your status on this given link. Sagni, just paste this link on chat, so people can monitor their progress. So basically, you can just put your email address or your public profile, and you are good to go with your tracking. Like you can see how many skill badges you have done, how many skill badges and how many quests you have done already. So like that. So now we got a few ways to help you while you are completing the quest. So there are chat support by QuickLab. This is a 24/7 QuickLab support. Just you need to select the department that you are come from, GCR facilitator program, then you will get your priority support.
Yes.
All right. So,
thank you. So
next.
Yes.
Okay.
So there is an online chat
okay.
portion.
So suppose if you are not getting in chat, then you can go with this email. So this is exclusive email for you only. Like GCR facilitator at quicklabs.com. So they will help you in priority.
They will help you in the priority, and
you can use this also.
Support team. I'm not
and
able to get
next,
the 1
you
month
can also follow
from the campaign URL.
Okay. You can also go through the documentation part, where the documentation and the issues which you are maybe facing. So you can just paste your issue, like if it's available on documentation, you will definitely get that. And then, and the final one is our, okay, starting. Okay, so and final one is our Discord community, which we created. So you do join this community, and here you can share your doubts, and here we used to like take Q&A sessions, and we used to like if you are really facing any issue, you can share your screen. We can definitely help you. Okay, then now this is the end of the session. Like if you have any question, you can ask them on chat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and so I will start answering all the questions, and if you have more questions, please ask them in the chat. We'll answer all this. So I'm starting from the first. So Sabyasachi asks, so we will not get to download the skill badges. So I already answered you. The skill badge will be available in your Quick Labs public profile. So you have a public profile URL that will be there for you to showcase your skill badges, and also you can share the public profile URL in your resume and write whatever skill badges and whatever lessons you learned and the skills you earned. Okay, so how we can Sagar asked how you can earn those badges. So Sagar, we already showed you the process. You will complete a quest and then go the lab and complete the lab and earn the skill badges. Okay, so yes guys, so Pokemon was a lovely game. And now the Sabyasachi asks that are the goodies going to be sent by college or from Google itself? Yes, the Google goodies will be sent from Google itself. There will be no via college. Okay, so from Google to direct your home. So okay, so Sagar asks, but I want to know something about the basics, like from what is hypervisor. So Sagar, I guess that will be a whole cloud session, but if you want to know the very basics, so hypervisor is a like form of visualization software that are used in the Google Cloud hosting or any cloud hosting, and it follows the divide and conquer D&Q method and to resource on various piece of hardware. Okay, so this is the basic, and if you want to learn more, you can Google hypervisor and know. And also there is a skill badge and quest on hypervisor too. Okay, so Swaraj, isn't it giving 2 months credit? Yes, it is giving 2 months credit, but initially we'll get a 1 month advantage pass, and they will get the 2 months credit. So we will get this links. Yes, we'll send the deck with you, the link to deck, we'll send that with you. You can see the lab, you can see all the presentation, you can download the presentation, and throughout the presentation we have all the links that are mentioned there are hyperlinked. Okay, so is there any rule of Palash asks, is there any rule of working on labs daily basis, or we can do at any time, like we can start after 20th April and if we can finish in time means within the 2 months span? As Palash, it is okay, but it's always good to start early. Okay, then the workload will be not that much great. So everyone want to reach that milestone, right? So to reach that milestone, please start early. And yes, Palash, it will be fine if you start at any point. Okay, yes. So Ankit Kumar Singh asks, so this session will get any certificate? No, Ankit, we are sorry that we cannot be getting a certificate here. So this is basically a Google Cloud onboarding session, so this is not any event. Yes, so this is basically orientation session. It is necessary to use incognito window? No, Sabyasachi, there are no such hard and fast rule to use incognito window, but it helps you, right? So we are showing you whatever you're showing, it will help you. Okay, so you can do anything. You can open it on Firefox only, Internet Explorer only, but what will help you throughout the session, we are talking about that. Yes, so in tasks we have to be do projects by own. Okay, in tasks we have to do, then we got the badges of Quick Labs or anything else. Sir, can you explain me? Yes, so you can do the everything is kind of a project here, right? So you have a project, you have some few tasks, you need to complete them, and in Quick Labs you need to complete the tasks and get the points. So there are 100 points. The division will be different 50 50, 30 40 30 30, 20 20 20 20 20. So you need to finish all the tasks and earn those 100 points, and then you can end the lab and you will earn that particular lab's credit point. And once you complete all the labs in a track, you get that track support, you get the tracks, you get the particular labs skill batches or quest, whatever it is. Okay, so yes. Okay, so now next question is Sayantan asks, sir, if we go to the syllabus link in track 1, there are 2 parts, quest and skill badges. Do we need to do both? Yes, you need to do both. Like in the skill badge, there are the same labs. Yes, Sayantan, the skill badges are same. Why these are same? Because the skill badges are basically a continuation of the quest. Okay, so you need to complete all the quest in the first part, and while you complete all the quest, when you click on the skill badges, you will see everything is done except the last challenge lab. So you need to complete the challenge lab. Okay, so I guess so that already like completed Spurs and Shayantan's question. And okay, so sir, I have joined late. Is there any way to see today's content? Ajit, yes, there is a way to see today's content. We'll share the video, the whole recording of the session. We'll share it on YouTube and send you the link. Okay, in Discord, in WhatsApp chat, through your mail. Okay. So Spurs, sir, it wasn't completed automatically. I didn't get it. Spurs, are you there? If you can write in the chat what portion. Okay, Spurs is not there in the chat, so I don't know what he was talking about. Okay, so now next question is from, can I get the Discord link please? Yes, Mani shared the Discord link. So actually I couldn't complete it first time due to some issues. Okay, Spurs, there is no hard and fast rule. I'm completing all the queries because the people can watch the YouTube video and get your queries done. Okay, so you don't need to do it unnecessarily twice, but you can do the lab and see if the lab have a green tick within it. Okay, so Shobik Pal says, create a video of it. Yes, we have already started the recording. We will do some bit of editing and upload it on YouTube. Yes, so yes, the quick lab session, the quick labs link was posted by Manish. Could you please share the WhatsApp group link too? Yes, Sabyasachi, the WhatsApp group link will be shared you via email, and also we have all the, in this also we have the WhatsApp group link, and if you don't have this, we'll add this, no issue, we'll share it in the mail. You will get all the resources, no worry about that. So Vidhi asks, can you please share the link where you can check your progress? Yes,